Hey everyone, how's it going? This is New York Dan here. Yeah, wow, I am back, baby. I'm back, Jack. Back in the saddle. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I got back from the cruise actually a few days ago. I think it was last Thursday, was it? Rainy day in New York City. Had to walk my way back. Pain in the neck. I made it in record time though. I walked from the cruise terminal, Pier 88, over to Penn Station. I had a small umbrella. I hightailed it over 20 minutes. It's pretty damn fast. Yeah, I happened to hit it. A lot of like the walks, the intersections. I walked along one of the avenues, and they have like a bike path. It's that avenue where the food sale was. They have that like street fair festival. You saw it if you watched the video where I walked into the city when I went to that cruise, and No Kings protests was going on. What a fiasco that was. I walked right through the protest along the sidewalks there. They had the street closed, so it was good. I didn't have to worry about traffic. I walked all the way down, if I'm not mistaken, from 34th Street as Penn Station. I walked along 8th Avenue. That's where the protest was. It was either 7th or 8th Ave. All the way down to Times Square. I'm trying to remember the damn street numbers now. It goes up. I think I went to 48th Street, I'm thinking. Something like that is where the pier. Then you have to go from the avenue, the 8th Ave, you have to go down 48th. And I walk down to the ship, and a block in, they have that street festival, and they actually have a bike lane on that. That must be like 7th Avenue, I'm thinking. Yeah, that's kind of cool, that one, because with the bike path, you can, the way traffic flows, you seem to be able to just walk across those intersections easier. Yeah. Anyway, at the time I walked back, it was around 9:30 in the morning. There wasn't much traffic, and I just kept walking. The only bad thing is my damn roller luggage. I got skunked. I ordered a new set. Those ball bearings, they're like roller skate wheels. They seized up. I just checked them like today. I was unpacking my bag. I'm like, son of a gun, the wheels are stuck now. I don't know what happened. Don't they put grease in them? They got a little water in them. I don't know if they must have rusted or something. I can't believe it. One step. What is the old saying? One step forward, two steps back. Yeah, you'll see. There's a video on the channel where I thought it was an upgrade. It worked great. Well, it worked. I was able to walk the whole way into the city with that bag. It rolled really well. And on the way back, it worked too. But now, I don't know what to do. I ordered another set. I'm just going to replace them. Try a different brand, see if that's better. Oh, this thing here, I'm drinking this seltzer water. This thing was only $1. I got it when I went to Planet Fitness today. There's that grocery store next door. It used to be Wall Bombs. The Farms. They call it Green Lawn Farms now. This thing, I went in there and got this. You get all this beverage here. 33 ounces, 1 liter. If you buy a sports drink at Planet Fitness, forget it. You're going to pay a lot of money just for a little. So, yeah. I've been under the gun since I got back. It's been one thing after another. I've been doing repairs. I've been MacGyvering it. I took stuff to the dump. I've had to clear out all these branches. One thing after another. The trailer. I've been using the trailer that I worked on. Yeah. So I had a ton of cruise video. I figure let's put those up on the channel. The I'm trying. Hopefully, I got everything out that was in the phone that I filmed. Got everything posted. Let's hope. So yeah, what do you think? If you saw on my YouTube Shorts section, we have competing musical stars on the short videos. We have steel drum on, pretty cool, right? And we have cruise guitar singers, two types. We have an acoustic type and we have the electric guitar type that was over in that lounge. That was pretty fun, right? And we also have some of the videos you guys might have seen. We're going to call her Red Wine Lady. You saw her with that glass of wine and she was teetering there, and there were steps right by where she was standing was the start of that. There's like a circular staircase. Yeah, I was afraid she was going to go over there. Red Wine Lady. She appeared in many of the shorts. I actually have an idea. This is bad. I have an idea. I'm going to remix that and post another one with Red Wine Lady. You're going to see it come up on the channel. I got an idea. But yeah, I like the steel drum man. That guy, he's got some cool music. It's fun to listen to him on the cruise. One of you asked in the comments, like, what's his name? What's the act? Who he's? Well, I looked in the plan of the days, and every time they mention him, I believe they said his name is Clinton. It says like Caribbean sound steel drum with Clinton. So it's pretty. He does a good job. I was on the cruise in when was this? Now, last November, he was missing. They had a lady doing the steel drum, but it wasn't the same. Yeah, it wasn't the same. So, had a fun time on the cruise. Everything. As you see, I'm back, and amazingly, I did not get sick this time. If you can believe that. Yeah, I must have been exposed already to all the germs on that ship. I went in August, I went in September, and then by October, I guess everything that was on the ship I already had. The August cruise, I developed a nasty cough. It felt kind of like a pneumonia going on, and it took me a while to get over. I think I was sick the whole time when I got back from the cruise until I went on the September cruise. By then, I was just pretty much over that. So, and then I don't know if I got sick on the September cruise. I think I did have something. I was feeling out of it when I got back. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then I went to the doctor and I got the physical done and the blood work done. That's what happened. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I still got to pick up my health results. I got to pick the copy up and we'll talk more about that. One of the things I'm going to mention tonight, I'm actually going to tell you some of the health results, what I'm dealing with, the numbers that I know about. I'm going to go over that. We're going to talk a little Sarasota. Yeah, back in the saddle, rhymes with Yoda. We'll talk a little bit Sarasota, and I have a few notes here just to remind me of what was going on when I returned here. Yeah, it's weird. You get used to being on that ship, and then you get home, and it's like a whole other thing. And the bad part is you have to provide your own meals. And you also, when you get back, like all your food's bad. You got to like redo everything. You got to go through your refrigerator. You got to shop. It's been a fiasco. I really had to hustle around here. And the good part is the weather has been good. It's crisp, fall weather. It's easier to do work in. Yeah. So I'm lucky. I'm lucky I made it back safe. Pretty much in decent shape. I'm trying to do a detox too from the cruise. I'm trying to eat like mainly like 2 meals a day. And maybe like today I got some roasted peanuts. I was eating those as a snack. Yeah, something healthy instead of the chips. Trying to avoid too much carbs that are like junk food. I did get pizza from a pizza restaurant. I got some takeout pizza, but not a whole pie. Some specialty slices that had veggies on them. I got one this afternoon that had broccoli on it with ricotta. The ricotta is probably the bad part. But I'm talking about eating like chips and snack food, stuff that like that. That's what I gotta watch. Gotta cut the calories down. I have had very few eggs since I got home because every day on the cruise, what's for breakfast? Eggs, unless I woke up late. And then I had the Tamadoro, the shrimp burrito, which is probably more healthy. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a lot of cholesterol. Maybe tomorrow I'll have an egg sandwich. So, yeah, a few things going on here with my notes. Let's see. Oh, with the cruising, Don's family vacations. That poor guy, he's very sick. His health results, geez Louise. He had some kind of a problem, a colon cancer thing, and it spread to his lung. And he's in Canada, so all the health care is free. But he keeps having to have stuff removed from his lung from the problem he had before. Yeah, he does group cruises. He talks cruising. He has like more subscribers in Sarasota Tim, far more. He's got like over 100,000, definitely. So poor Don, I feel bad for him. The poor guy, he's battling that. Hopefully they can nip it in the bud. He keeps having another spot show up. That's what happens. Unbelievable. So we follow. Sometimes I watch his videos. Sometimes Tony, Lalita, Loco. Those are like the big cruise channels. So if you're into cruising, it's kind of fun. A lot of you said you were saying, I don't want to do a cruise. Forget about it. Well, the thing is, you really got to try it yourself. And before you just write it off. Maybe we'll do a New York Dan group cruise in the future. And the thing is, I got to do a cruise where I book it early and there's availability. And then I can like tell you guys when the date is and when it's going to happen. Because I have a cruise booked right now for March 2nd, I believe. It's a special adults only Carnival cruise. Casino department gave it to me for free with drinks everywhere. Probably not what I need. It's going out of Port Canaveral, Florida. The problem is that thing sold out really fast. So that no one can get tickets for it. That's the problem. I got to do something that's less popular if I want to do a group cruise where we do some meetups on board. It would be fun. By the way, yeah, now I'm having a problem remembering the names. Emily, was it? And the guy, man, I got to think on this. On Carnival Venezia, I did meet some people that watched my channel, and they said hello. Yep, it's pretty cool. People spot me when I'm on the ship. And a lot of the staff, people know me on the ship because I filmed, and I guess they've seen the videos. It's pretty cool. Yeah. What was the guy's name? Is it Julius? No, that was the guy, I think, in the September cruise that recognized me. Got to think on that. But it was a fun cruise. Yeah, we had a good time on it. If you guys haven't seen, go back and check the vids out. I leave everything up on the channel, all the vids we made. And some of those, the Caribbean excursion, like Dominica, that was really fun. Those are cool. They're like videos you could watch later, you know. It's not like these one and done, the videos like Sarasota posts that are turn and burn videos. You turn them out and people watch it once and they never watch it again. No, some of the ones I did with the cruises are really cool to rewatch later. They're not like a one and done video. Actually, I got to watch some of them. I didn't have time to watch them when I was on the cruise. I was posting them, but I never saw how they even came out. I was busy answering comments. Let's see. So we got that. Oh yeah, some of you commented, we are talking also that we have a weird thing where we're saying a lot of the guys that have heart problems or heart attacks or die from something like that, they're actually very thin. Go figure, right? Like that guy Norm, who had a big retirement YouTube channel. Yeah, and his wife is taking it over now. Now I can't remember the name of the damn channel. What the heck? I mentioned it before I left on the cruise. Yeah, Norm's Retirement Corner, something like that maybe. Yeah, the guy was very thin. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So I'll tell you the deal. I'm going to get the full results, the printout. But what happened was with my physical, I had a bad number come back. A blood sugar number came back that was 130 because I think I muffed the test up. I think that's what happened. My doctor or nurse practitioner said something about an 8-hour fast before you have your blood sugar checked, right? So the secretary said, don't come super early in the morning. The lab opened at like 7:30 or something. She's like, don't come right when it opens. There's going to be too many people. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'll come. I sleep late anyway. I usually am not an early bird. So I'm like, I'll go in at like 9:30 or 10, right? So here's the problem. At 1 a.m. in the morning, I had a snack because I was going to this thing all by myself, and I've had a problem where when they do that blood draw, sometimes I pass out, or just the needle, or being on low blood sugar too, like you haven't eaten the whole night, you feel faint. So I was like, I don't want to feel that way when I go in the morning. I'm like, I'll get up and, go in at 9:30 for the blood work. That'll give me the 8 hours that the lady mentioned from 1 a.m. to 9:30. That's over 8 hours. So I think I muffed it up. I forget what I was eating. I had some kind of a snack late at night because I'm like, I didn't want to feel so drained in the morning. But now that I think of it, that's the whole thing right there. Your sugar level is down because you haven't eaten. And that's what you have to do, I guess, for the number. So it was a little concerning. It's like a diabetes number. It was like 130 or 131, my sugar number. We'll see. She said to come back in 3 months and have it checked again or whatever. So next year I'll do another physical probably. The insurance only covers it once a year anyway. That's the bad part. So anyway, here's the deal. Some of the other numbers, though, I think this might be a clue that I muffed the tests up because my A1C number came out to 5, either 5 or 5.1 is my A1C. And I think that was in range. My cholesterol, that came out, the total cholesterol, I think, was 196. I think that's the number. I got to get this printout. I will go over this again when I have the actual printout. The good cholesterol, though, here's the problem. That's really low. It's really low. I think it was only like 41 or something like that. Yeah, that's not good. You want that good cholesterol to be higher. A lot of the other stuff was in range. The lab results, they tell you if it's out of range. Yeah, I was really worried that something was majorly messed up with me. But apparently the blood work, it said it was in range. Oh, they did do the PSA test, and I didn't even know if that was being done. One of my friends, Long Island Ken, was telling me stuff about that you're supposed to prepare. If you're doing the PSA test, you're not supposed to do anything that could mess up the number. Yeah, even riding a bicycle or whatever, they said it can mess the number up, according to Long Island Ken. Well, I didn't really prepare for it properly or whatnot, but it came out okay. My PSA came out to 2.0, and that was within the range. Thank God. Yeah, a lot of this stuff, man. So, yeah, of course, if you lose weight and you work on stuff, you work out, and I've been at the gym too. I've been working out since I got back. Yeah, you can get your numbers down, like your blood sugar and stuff. You eat less, you lose weight. The blood pressure, the same thing. You get it down. It's tough to do. Yeah, I'm finding 2 meals a day is part of it, and a good snack. Just a snack in between. I think the 3 meals is too much. And even on the cruise, I was pretty much doing 2 meals a day. I would have a good breakfast, and then at night, you saw what I was eating at night. I posted it. The thing is, a lot of the portions, they're very small. They give you appetizers, but they were yay big, you know. It's not like a heaping, like you go to some restaurants on land and they give you like Applebee's even. You get like an appetizer like wings or whatever, and it's like this huge thing of wings. It's different. When the cruise menu, it's more gourmet. So I might have been doing pretty good actually if I was only having like 2 meals a day on the cruise too. Yeah. But now I'm trying to really focus on it. I'm trying to really get on it. Eat less. Work out at the gym. I've been doing a lot of weights. I gotta keep these numbers in check. And unfortunately, that damn sugar number is not what I need. Who knows? That's bad news. And then the people that have the diabetes or the higher sugar, that leads to other health problems. It's like a domino effect. So, yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with the health. I didn't really want to talk about it on the cruise because I didn't want to get freaked out by the comments. And I'm also, I'm eating stuff on the cruise like ice cream for dessert or something, who knows? Who knows what the deal is? I didn't have, when I was on the cruise, I didn't have any headaches either. And then when I get back, I get like a stress headache or something. The heck? I felt better on the cruise than I did at home. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's doing YouTube. Maybe I'm ending up like BE. I'm going to need me some pills. This is stressful, to do this. It's like, I'm not going to lie, to do YouTube, it's a prison job. It's a done prison job. Because you got to take notes. You got to have stuff to talk about. It's not that easy to do. It's more easy to watch YouTube than to actually create YouTube. That's the problem with it. Yeah. I mean, we have fun doing a lot of the vids, don't get me wrong, but it definitely, to create them is more work. I try to keep the editing to a minimum. Nobody got time for that. Hats off to these guys that do the AI and all the editing with like Sarasota parodies and stuff. I don't know how they do. They must spend the whole day working on that. I see even Dinger now is doing a lot of that. He's using like graphics or computer stuff. Yeah, that's a lot of work to put that together. I used to do stuff. I would paste stuff together on my computer and make video, but it's like a homework assignment. I don't got time for that no more. I'm just gonna be doing regular vids with the vlog and my boat. Yeah, I'm itching to work on that. It's calling my name. It's still there. The cover's still on it. It's safe. We had high winds the other night too. Yup. It's coming up. It's gonna be coming on the channel. Uh, let's see. So yeah, do we dare talk about Sarasota again? Do we dare get back into this? It's a train wreck. It's a train wreck of a channel, guys. You could take the boy out of Bradenton, but you can't take the Bradenton out of the boy. Huh? Yeah, so all this BS about fall foliage and all this stuff, he doesn't even capture the fall foliage. He heads back to Florida before the foliage peaks. It's ridiculous. Right in New York now, it's starting to really get some fall foliage colors. So it's even warmer down south. He missed it. He went back too early. He got tired of living, having to dump the tank out and all that junk. Switching campgrounds. He done had it. So he hooked up the thing and he drove it back to Bradenton. Big surprise. I don't know if he's at the exact same spot. I think I saw the gold wing on his cement slab. He got the gold wing there. I guess he's going to put a cover over it. Who knows what's going to happen? If he's going to just flip it. I'll tell you one thing. It's going to rust in Florida with all that humidity. And he's keeping it outdoors. Yeah, a lot of condensation. Oh, he went to DMV to get the bike officially registered. So I guess he's been driving the thing probably illegally this whole time. Not even registered with the right plate, and he drove a highway trip. You imagine that? So at DMV, this is ridiculous. His damn helmet, you see him, his face is all scrunched in. The damn helmet's too small. He said his riding suit, the leathers, yeah, he said that's a European fit, and he's an American. It don't fit, guys. He said he needs to do more carnivore to fit into that suit. He's got to get into the leathers. Who knows what's going to happen once he gets into the leathers. I'm not even going to go there. Talking leather. Maybe he'll be joining the village people. Who knows? But I think the problem is the guys that had that gold wing, you know why they sold it? If the guy is even smaller than Tim, the leather suit and the helmet, it's a small guy that owned that thing, a small man. The bike's too damn big for a small guy. That's a big motorcycle. All right? They should have bought something smaller. I think Tim's got too much cycle. He can't handle it. It's too big of a bike for him. He's a small guy. And the previous owner is even smaller. He must have been scared out of his wits driving that thing. Yeah, you imagine if that falls over? I don't even know how, if you're a shorter guy, your feet aren't even going to reach the pavement on that gold wing. And then you got to be able to steady that thing when you come to a stop. You got to be able to have some muscle to keep that thing up. Yeah, if you're too small for the bike, that bike leans over too much when you're stopped, or you're trying to, you put the kickstand, you lean it over. You got to have some muscle to keep that bike steady when it's not moving. It balances itself once you get it going, but it's still, you got to have muscle. You got to fit the size of the bike. If you're a big guy, you can have a big bike. If you're a small guy, you need a smaller bike. And I think Tim went way too big on the bike. And the same with the previous owners. That's why the riding gear is so small. He's trying to talk it up like he got this bargain. Got a bunch of stuff that don't fit him. That's what he got. It's no bargain. And the last guy sold it for the same reason Tim's going to have to sell it. They're too small for the bike. Yeah, that's dangerous. You got a bike that's too big for you. You're going to have an accident with that thing. You got to be able, it's got to fit you right. He should have test driven the Gold Wing at the dealership. He should have test driven a bunch of bikes and figured out which bike is the best one that fits him. And I can tell you right now, the bike's too big. That's way too big for him. They said Tim's only like 5'5" or something. He's a small guy. He looks big on camera. It's like the Wizard of Oz. Yeah. Thing's too big for him. You have to be 6 feet tall to have a bike like that. You won't be able to, your feet won't hit the ground. You need enough muscle to keep the thing steady. He must be panicking. I mean, yeah, you can do it if you're a smaller guy and you stop it just right. You put your feet out just right, you know. Yeah, if you keep it pretty much upright and then you get it going and it balances. Yeah, there's ways to do it. But if something goes wrong and you have to do an evasive maneuver or something happens, you're going to be like a fish out of water on that thing. That's what's going on. So yeah, his other riveting content, he replaced the water heater anode on his trailer. Yup. And amazingly, he got a lot of views on that. I don't get it. That he's lucky to get any views. He did some more of the UTC Mall again, the same old stuff. I'm very amazed he can get views with the same stuff. I don't know how it works. I mean, you if you're a YouTube partner and you're making videos, you got to make stuff that people, you know, you got to give them, like, it's like running a TV station. You got to give them programming. And I don't know how Tim can do this mundane stuff and have his followers watch it. It's not good programming. He doesn't even try. Yeah. So the water heater anode, maybe people with an RV would want to see what he did. But even a house water heater, I think they all have those, the electric water heaters. You can get it at Home Depot, a new anode for it. Actually, I should do mine. I don't know the state of that one. It's been in there, I think, since 2008. I gotta check. I should check on that. But I didn't see too much other riveting content. I'll keep an eye out though on, now that I'm back, when I have breakfast, I'll check in on what Sarasota's up to. See what's going on. I watch some other channels on YouTube too. They're probably not very popular though. That's the thing. There was one, oh yeah. I remember always. There was one channel, this lady that does like electronic stuff. She has like a workbench and shows vintage electronics and things like that. It's called Fran Lab. Fran Blanche, I think her name is. Yeah, I think she lives by Philadelphia. I was watching, she was going over some of the news and stuff. And her channel, by the way, you wouldn't think I would even watch that. Her channel is pretty much like on the left. But she has some cool content, like electronic things and different stuff going on. But somehow when she was talking on her channel, saw her video today, she gets like almost 3,000 views or something on the video in no time at all. even faster than, I think much faster than Sarasota Tim. Probably has a lot more subscribers and stuff. Yeah. So one thing she mentioned was she was talking about Gene Hackman. Yeah, you know he passed away, unfortunately. Excuse me. Seltzer water, carbonated.